Right. I need to stop. I need to get out of here for a little bit. It's getting cramped. Right. I'll pay my tab in a little bit. I'll be right back. So, huh? Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll mail it to you or something. Hmm. That's nice. Okay. God, I'm tired of this. Okay. Oh, right, you need an explanation. Alright, come here. Let me... Alright. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Chaos Productions, or Infected Steve. And I just need to talk about the Steve community for a little bit, because I am getting tired of this. I'm gonna just be running around while I talk. Honestly, because if I go over that hill, you're gonna see some Darkness Chronicles spoilers, but... So, first and foremost, I have gotten my computer fixed by resetting it, so, That's done. I should be able to record again. That's great. Yay. Wonderful. I just wanted to talk about the Steve community and how everyone in it loves it, yeah, but at this point, a lot of people are either getting disheartened with it or bored of it. And I've seen that a lot. And then there's also just a lot of toxicity that goes around in it. Not in the bigger parts, but there's a lot, if you look close enough, you'll see a lot of toxic people and things, and people getting mad over someone taking a character and not doing that character the specific way they would have wanted it done. I've seen that more than a few times. God, it gets me going. What I want to say is that we live in a dying community. I joined the Steve community really, really late, and I feel like I joined it too late. And that sucks because I joined this as early as I could, as early as I was able to, but that wasn't quick enough because look around in the community. You'll see people saying that they're bored or tired of doing Steve content. And honestly, stuff just doesn't get as much attention as it used to. I mean, thinking about it, a lot of creators that were part of this niche community have moved on to things that aren't even related to it. Like, we are a tiny fraction of an already small enough community, being the MC roleplay community. Or, I guess, as a lot of us like to call it, the MCTV community. But I feel like there's not really much that we could do about it. I don't think I ever really expected this to be a massive community. I appreciate it, but and I feel like I should mention I'm not canceling any of my upcoming projects. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to y'all, though. I am gonna have to bring up something around the end of here that I'm kind of mad about, and Josh is kind of mad about. But I just kind of feel like people don't really care about it as much as they did before, or even when I was getting into this community. I mean, people are taking their series, canceling them, giving them off to someone else, or just generally not caring. Sorry, this is an unscripted video, so I'm just kind of pouring out whatever comes to mind. Here, here we are. Welcome to the Green Village. Yay. I guess while I rant, y'all can see what I didn't actually show in the video. Okay. Yeah, this is the dog. I like the dog. And, there's lots of cool stuff here, but, right, back to what I was saying. I feel like people don't really like the community as much. It's gotten kind of toxic, and when it's not toxic, it's apathetic or uncaring. I mean, I know I've been one of those people. But I have ideas for series that aren't part of Steve's stuff, but I don't really want to do them until I get my Steve content done. I want to be able to, get all the ideas I have in my head out first. Like, I've thought of series about gods and magic and all that fun stuff. but I don't want to do those yet. So, I just wanted to say that, you know, this community as a whole has gotten to be kind of just a fraction of what it used to be. So, I know that Saber has his new series coming out, or at least I remember him mentioning it. That he's probably going to be doing another one, and that it's going to be something different. And I really hope that he can stir up the community like he did with Rainbow Quest and Twisted Rainbow, because that would be amazing. But it's just sucks. I mean, I love the Steve community. I love it so much, and I owe literally everything they have on YouTube to it right now. I wouldn't have started doing any roleplay content if it weren't for the Steve community. But yeah. Hello, doggy. I think that this community isn't gonna last as long as a lot of people would want it to. Like, sure, it's probably gonna stay around for a while, but even with the newer creators, like my good friend Braden, and just all the newer ones popping up that are actually making pretty good quality content, I don't think this community is gonna last a super long time. And I hate to say that because I love the Steve community. I love everything that's come out of it. I've had some of my best ideas and stories in it. But just looking around me, seeing all the people giving up on their stories and giving up on the community, and honestly, I've even considered it. I mean, once I finish with a certain few things, I'm probably going to be done with Steve content. I'll be honest, Vibrant Skies was very much a random spur of the moment thing that I thought of. It was literally just to win a bet. But heck, I don't know what to talk about. I I think that as a whole, our community, we need. I've seen so many people. God, I can't even properly speak. uh, um, I think our community as a whole has gotten too much of a big head, if you will, gotten too prideful in ourselves, like, which is amazing. You gotta small communities gotta love each other, but I see a lot of people treating the Steve community like it's some massive thing where there's always new people coming in and out, and when it really isn't. The reason, a big thing I see some of my friends get mad about, and even some are not getting mad about, but just generally iffy towards, is stuff like typecasting, where you get chosen for a role because you're known for being good at that kind of role, which personally, I don't know why you'd get mad at that. I mean, it's you get chosen because you're good at it. That's the point. That's how this works. Even in bigger communities, I'd imagine that's what happens. You get picked for a role because you're good with that role, and then sometimes you'll get a different, entirely off role. And if you do good in that, hey, that's another thing you're good at. But if anything, you should be appreciative that people want you for that role because you're known for being good at that. You're known for being well enough to the point that you're their first thought. Like, the amount of times I've gotten asked to be a role because of, of my reputation in the community, it's not been many, but when it does happen, I'm super happy because it means that people like that specific type of stuff I do, Like, I've gotten to play Nightmare more than a couple times. I've gotten to play evil characters, good characters, you know, tons of stuff, and it's super awesome. But I feel like people just get so mad over everything, and with all the drama that's happened in the community, it's just, I truly, entirely do not think we're going to make it very far. We, as a community, are probably going to end up really, really small with only. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up with only like 3 or 4 actual big channels. And sorry for the really depressing video after a really, really, really long time of not actually posting anything. I just had to get it off my chest. Ooh, let me close that up. But I just really, really needed to talk about this. because I saw some stuff about people and just really upsets me because I'm seeing some of my favorite things get undone, and even I'm kind of losing my passion for this community because one thing I will agree with is there's no new stuff really. Everything feels the exact same. And I'm not saying that I make new stuff, my stuff is the exact same too. Darkness Chronicles is another story about some guy in a world with darkness and dealing with problems. It's nothing really new, as much as I like to wish it is. And even Starlit was literally made just to be a Steve Saga style series. We have those terms, Steve Saga style, Rainbow Quest style, for a reason because that's what everything is. It's styled after one of the big four series. You know, Steve Saga, Rainbow Quest, Steve Legends, Twisted Rainbow. I didn't include Steve Saga Origins in there because that's kind of falls into the same category as Steve Legends, you know. But I just miss when I would get excited over every recording, when I would actually be happy that we would record every day. I don't think I know a single person who records super often. Like, I think some of my favorite times in this community were when I would help to record Shattered Origins. That was amazing. I had so much fun every single time. Even if looking back at the series, it's not super great. And I know Query would not agree with me that it was good, but I loved it. I loved it a lot. And mm, it's sad to see a lot of this stuff go away. A lot of these people leave the community, you know? Ooh, this is a nice place. I'll have to set a warp here. Well, that's gonna be about all, and right, the thing I needed to say. We're gonna have to redo that first episode of Vibrant Skies because we didn't have my computer started messing up right as we were gonna do episode 2 and stuff. So we're gonna have to do a bunch of the builds all over again because the world got deleted. Yay! Don't you just love when that happens? Right. That's gonna be all, guys. Thank you for staying and watching this annoyingly quiet video. And that's gonna be all for now. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Stay hydrated and eat your food.